The jury still deliberating in the Johnny Depp-Amber Heard defamation case. The Depp team trying to prove that Heard did damage to Depp's reputation and in turn his career when she called herself a domestic abuse survivor in a 2018 newspaper article. Depp's lawyer says he was the one, Depp, who was actually abused over the course of several years. In total, jurors heard 6 weeks worth of testimony and they saw evidence presented to them. The trial is sparking conversations here in the Carolinas about men being victims of domestic violence, though their stories are rarely, if ever, heard. WCNC Charlotte's Indira Esquiva joining us live now with the obstacles men often encounter if they do try to get help. Indira, this is such an important subject to cover.
Yeah, Carolyn, data shows that men experience abuse almost as much as women, but their cases are often underreported. And one of the reasons why is that society does not view them as victims.
Men experience domestic violence at the exact same rates as women do. It is less talked about because I do believe that there's a stigma within our community.
Joan Harris is the operations director at Safe Passage. It's one of the only shelters in South Carolina that offers on-site housing for men. According to data from the National Coalition Against Domestic Violence, 1 in 4 men say they've been victims of physical violence by a partner, compared to 1 in 3 women, and 1 in 7 men reported experiencing severe violence, like being beaten or hit with fists.
Male victims may feel like there's no place for them. They may not feel like this, where do I call? Where do I go when what you look up is all geared toward women?
Harris says there are more resources for women compared to men. Part of the problem are societal stereotypes and the stigma surrounding men who report abuse.
But I do want them to know that Safe Passage welcomes them and that we're here to help them. I do think that there are a lot more men in our community experiencing domestic violence, and I hope that they do come forward to us and ask for assistance.
Harris says that this year they actually had more men seek their services than in the past, though she says it's difficult to say exactly why that is. Now, coming up at 5:30, we speak to a prosecutor here in York County who specializes in domestic violence cases, and she'll tell us why it can be challenging to take a case to trial when the victim is a man. In Rock Hill, Indira Esquiva, WCNC Charlotte.
Indira, thanks so much. Bill Cosby.